Workplace violence. Workplace violence is a serious issue that seems to be becoming more prevalent in our society, so it's important to know what steps to take if any of us were to encounter an active shooter. Workplace violence can range from threats, verbal abuse, physical assault, and in the worst case scenario, homicide. Unfortunately, workplace violence is one of the leading causes of job-related deaths and is a growing concern for employers and employees nationwide. Each year, 2 million American workers are victims of workplace violence. More specifically, healthcare occupations have the highest incident rate for workplace violence. Last year, there were 749 deaths nationwide from workplace violence, and 8 Minnesota deaths were recorded as workplace homicide. Sadly, there have been violent workplace events that have been very close to home. The Accent workplace shooting was the deadliest workplace shooting in Minnesota history. An employee opened fire when he was informed by the operations director that he was losing his job. Another unfortunate example happened at CPI Card Group. A man shot his wife's coworker in the rear parking lot as she watched. In both of these instances, the gunmen turned the guns on themselves. While these kinds of incidents are extremely rare, these examples show they can happen anywhere. There are certain things to keep in mind if you encounter an active shooter. Remember, most situations are over in minutes and law enforcement may not arrive in time, so it is crucial to use these survival techniques. First off, run. If there is an accessible escape path, attempt to evacuate the premises. Evacuate regardless of whether others agree to follow, and do not attempt to move a wounded individual. Get as far from the building as possible to be out of the target zone. If you can't run, then hide. If you are in a room, stay there and secure the door. If there are multiple people in the room, do not bunch up. Make sure you spread out in the space. And if you are in a hallway, get in a room and secure the door. Stay out of the active shooter's view, preferably behind heavy furniture, and make sure to silence your cell phone and turn off any source of noise. And remember, remain calm and quiet. And as a last resort, fight. Fight when your life is in imminent danger. Attempt to disrupt and/or incapacitate the shooter by acting aggressively as possible against him or her, throwing items and improvising weapons, yelling, committing to your action. Fight like you want to live. Fighting is past the negotiation phase, so give it all you got. When law enforcement arrives, remain calm and follow officers' instructions. Immediately raise hands and spread fingers and keep visible at all times. Avoid making quick movements towards officers, such as attempting to hold them for safety, and do not stop to ask officers for help or direction when evacuating. Just proceed in the direction from which the officers are entering the premises. Ask questions after you have reached a safe area. As a reminder, all employees should report any and all incidents of workplace violence to their manager and HR. Next, please click on the link to the Run, Hide, Fight video provided by Homeland Security and PHS University. Thank you and stay safe.